Greetings and salutations, and welcome to World Anvil's Historical Events interface. Historical events are a great way to record what happened in your world, both on a large scale, like a war or an apocalyptic event, or on a small scale, like the ascension of a monarch or the birth of your main character. Before you create your historical events, it's a good idea to create some timelines that they'll be attached to. Historical events can appear on one or more timelines, and you can use those timelines to track world history, personal history, or anything in between. Check out the Timelines video on the Timelines interface to get started. Once you're ready with your timelines, click the Historical Event button to get started. On the form, create a name, then add a start date for your event. You can add an ending date too if you think it's appropriate. You'll already know about the Universal Timeline Date, or UTD, system for creating timelines. Use the Universal Timeline Date to set the start and end date of your historical event. Then add the month, day, and hour the event began and ended using whole numbers. If you have a calendar attached to the timeline, or if you attach one later, these numbers will appear as your custom names for days and months. Next, select the significance of the event. Events with different significance levels show up as different colours, with black as the most important, then red, yellow, green, and down to blue as the least important. Most historical events will show up to one side of the timeline, alternating between left and right. But milestone or era-changing level events appear in the centre of the timeline, like this. You can also choose the type of event. This adds a relevant icon to the historical event in the timeline. I'll include the full list of these on the blog write-up of this video tutorial, linked in the description. If you don't want an icon to appear, then just leave this field blank. If you can't find the type of event that you're looking for, select Miscellaneous. Next, select which timelines you'd like to add your historical event to. You might want to attach an event to one or more timelines. For example, imagine that your main character is crowned king. The coronation event might go into the timeline of his country, but also into the timeline tracking his own life. The short description of the historical event is displayed on the timeline itself. Use this to explain the event briefly. The full content is visible only from the historical entry page itself. This is the perfect place to give a detailed account of the event. Who was there? What happened? Why did things unfold the way they did? Like all articles, you can include tables, videos, images, and music if you want to. The related article and related location, if you choose one, will appear as links on the historical event, in both the timeline view and the full historical event view. Adding tags will help you search quickly for your historical events. They also display on the historical event itself. The alternate name display will replace the chronological dates with a text that you choose. This can be useful for events that you don't know the exact date for. You'll still need to use a universal timeline date so the system understands what order you want your events in. You can keep track of secret information which you don't want your players or readers to see in the secret information section. And of course, guild members can make each historical event, as well as each timeline, private, so only you can see it, or visible exclusively to specific people. You can learn more about this in the Access Rights section. Once you've filled in what you need to, click the Create Historical Entry button up at the top. You can continue to edit the event, or view the full historical event article by clicking on the grey button. Remember, you can quickly create historical events with the purple Inkwell button from any screen in World Anvil. Select the Event tab, and then fill in the form as normal. You can also use the green hammer button to quickly jump to the full historical entry creation interface. And that's all there is to it. You'll be populating the history of your world in no time. Now that you've got to grips with timelines and historical events, why not check out the Calendars interface? Or jump on down to Access Rights to learn more about how to manage who can see what in your world. Or maybe you're looking for more help still. Check out our documentation, the World Anvil Codex, at worldanvil.com/codex. I've linked the Historical Entries Codex article into the description of this video. Down there. Or join our Discord server, worldanvil.com/Discord, and ask your questions on our help channel. And make sure you check out our YouTube channel, that's youtube.com/worldanvil, for more World Anvil tutorials and inspiring world building content. Now grab your hammer and go world build!